Welcome to Mama's Boys, the best podcast on earth. Sit back and relax with your hosts Omar Isuf and Mike Farr.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's cracking, guys?
This is who we be. No, that's YouTube
No,
Omar.
okay, so
I
I'll say-
want Omar Isuf.
The Omar Isuf.
I just want Omar Isuf.
Hi, guys. Oh, my God, man. What's going on, guys? Omar Isuf here with the main man himself, Silent Mike.
It's Mike
This is a
Farr
new-
and Omar Isuf.
Oh, right. So just do away
This
with
is
Silent Mike.
humans.
Okay, just we're
This can
humans.
stay.
Yeah.
They're
What?
hearing us. This is us.
Stop playing. Why are you blinking so
My
much?
soul, because my
I wish-
soul
I
is
wish
being
they could
sucked
see you.
in through my eyes and into this microphone.
I think that's just called
and
getting
into,
a blowjob.
And into all these listeners' ear holes. My soul's in your ear hole like a demigorgon going into poor little Will.
Oh, poor Will.
Dude, he
He's
just
gonna
got
have
fucking
his
penetrated from
season
all
one.
orifices.
Why are you going to use that word? He's young.
He didn't get
He's
penetrated
just
by a
like,
black
that's
orifice.
pedophilia, bro.
He didn't get penetrated
Is
by a
that,
black
like,
orifice.
You know, someone probably has done a write-up, like, analyzing Stranger Things Season 2 and has totally,
Make
like,
it homoerotic.
made it very sexual.
Yeah.
Like, Will gone sexual.
Well, yeah,
Stranger Things
what's her
Season 2
name
gone
comes from
sexual.
out of town and is trying to get with the whole group.
Who? Oh, 11?
Max.
Oh, Max. Mad. Well, there's a reason why she's mad, bro.
Yeah, she's trying to get
Mad
with
for
4
that
dudes
dick.
at once.
Yeah, no, it's just too much.
That's inappropriate.
It's too much. You know what I'm going to do?
No, that was great. That was great. Now tell them who we are.
Stop recording. I'm going to start like this.
Everywhere
I'll
we
say-
go, everywhere we go, people want to know. People want to know
Are you just
who we are, so we tell them. So we tell them.
Omar Isuf here with Michael Farr, a.k.a. Mike Farr, a.k.a. Young Silent Michael. That's where you probably know him from.
In the building.
But this is us in the flesh, being real. We have decided. I was doing a little podcast. I announced I was going to do a podcast. I recorded a few episodes. Then I saw Mike, and it's kind of like finding your lost love that you always knew was the one, but you kind of want to deny that feeling. I saw
You let him go.
And then I was about to do another podcast, and Mike was in the room, and I said, hey, Mike, you want to co-host this one with me? And quite frankly, everyone in the room said, wow, that was terrible. But we knew there were sparks. We felt the sparks. I saw you. You
We
came
could be
alive.
terrible together.
This is like 2015. If those that remember OG, if you were on a YouTube channel, that collab, like people said, those were arguably some of the best YouTube fitness videos ever. Like, just like, we were funny. We did a bunch of shit together. We're just being us. That's exactly what we intend to do with this podcast, because there's more than just fitness. We don't want to talk just fitness. In fact, we want to talk about pretty much everything else. Hard opinions, strong opinions, give it raw, uncut, unfiltered.
Ladies and gentlemen that don't know us, Omar, Isuf, and myself are trainers. We're YouTubers. We're social media people, whatever that is. I don't like the
We're
terms.
e-celebs.
People don't like the term either influencer or content creator is kind of the term I tend to use.
Sure.
We both had a very similar path, although he was born and raised in Toronto, and I was born and raised in Northern California, Sacramento. We kind of went to college, figured out it wasn't our deal. We both then proceeded to kind of go the personal training fitness route, and within the fitness route, although we love training, fitness, nutrition, and the knowledge of it, and we continue to gather knowledge through a vast network of friends that we have, I think both of us really got along. One, we are the same age, similar generations, but we both met each other around 2014-15, and we got along because we like the journey that we're on of content creating, and podcast is just another medium. I was
to
on
express ourselves.
Yeah.
Let's just say it the way we are. We're sensitive souls. We're artistic souls. We got a lot on our mind.
We got some shit to say.
You could dance. You could play the drums. I play music.
Yeah, we
I
love it all.
write. We do other things outside of just the podcast. We have creative minds, and so this is an outlet for us. We also, as content creators, we want to expand what we're trying to put out. And this is honestly, if we have to be perfectly frank, we create, fitness content because we love it, we're passionate about it, but it's one direction where we want to inform people, we want to help them, right? We can't talk about other topics outside of that.
We can't even talk about our opinions all the time because we're
Sure.
trying to almost give facts or advice. And a podcast,
and remove the person from the facts.
100%. I started a podcast in 2013 or 14 or so. Was on it for about 2 or 3 years, and it turned into one of my favorite mediums to collaborate on, meet people with.
Yeah.
And the goal here,
Communicate ideas.
yeah, and that's the goal right here. Is we want to sit down with people from our personal lives, friends,
Not just fitness people. Once
Yeah.
again, to stress that to people. Like, we actually we're recording this post after doing a few podcasts. We had our man David So, he's a comedian, on here. you know.
I also had a good friend who's a training partner and a local cat, Dan Stornio. Iolo, and he's just a good friend of Omar and I's, and we just want to communicate our thoughts, our opinions, maybe some trending topics, or whatever it is.
Just so follow us along in this journey. Essentially, that we're young. I hate using the phrase entrepreneurs, but
we're middle-aged by now, right?
We're in the
medieval times.
No, thousands of years ago, we'd be dead. We'd be dead at 21.
What did you die of?
Probably get my dick sucked and then get an STD way back then. That's probably how I'd want to go out. That or saving someone in a battle.
I feel like I just ate too much or something weird happened.
That's why you ate too much and your appendix just exploded and you can't get.
Okay. Yeah, I died of diarrhea.
There's explosive diarrhea. But follow us along because we are creating a lot of different endeavors. For those that also don't know, we do training programs. They're called Kaizen training programs where we try and make affordable, effective programs for the masses. It's been doing quite well. We also have a lot of different endeavors we plan on doing. So I hate throwing around the phrase entrepreneurs, but we like to just do shit that makes us that we find enjoyable, that makes us feel alive, for lack of a better word, where we feel kind of inspired. We want to do things, and the podcast is a good way to express some of those things for a longer form content. I mean, we're going to give just raw, unfiltered opinions. I'll start with one. I fucking hate crepes, okay?
Oh, really?
Crepes are under.
I heard somebody earlier this week joke with you about a crepe, but I thought it was.
No,
I didn't know, or they just said it, and you didn't respond. You kind of rolled your eyes, and I thought it was because you loved crepes and wanted crepes. I would agree that crepes a little bit bullshit.
It's frankly, too flat. It's like a flat ass.
Not only because it's flat, but frankly,
I want that fluffy pancake.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a third of a pancake.
It's like a budget pancake.
Why not
I'm
just
losing everyone
pancake?
here now, but that's why when I say
we don't need them.
No, I'm giving.
If you like crepes,
opinions,
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna give a lot because keep in mind also we have interacted with a lot of different people. We've been fortunate. Social media, just through the connections, honestly, that's probably the best thing about social media.
Yeah.
We've talked with a lot of different people, and so our goal here is to communicate with not just people like us, but with different people and bring a lot of different opinions and conversations.
Yeah, like just to repeat what we've already said is that on our YouTube channels, yes, it is us 100%, but it's turned up a notch, and it's obviously just our fitness brains.
Toward fitness.
Yeah, it's our fitness brains, and it's us. We have a lot of friends that are true experts, and we're somewhere in this middle expert world.
Yeah.
And we try to communicate their thoughts, opinions, and experience into applicable things for the masses. And here, we're going to be excited to talk about anything and everything. So follow along.
But Mike, let's just call an ace an ace. We're taking over the motherfucking podcast game.
People don't know what's about to come.
No, we got the personality, okay? Because I listen to some podcasts, and to be honest, I'm a cocky son of a bitch.
They're a bunch of crepes, and we're about to be some fucking French toast.
Fluffy pan. Oh, well, French toast is good.
Yeah,
a
like
fluffy pancake
with good bread.
French toast. Oh yeah, all the way.
If you have shit bread, fuck you.
All day. We're like the pancakes I've heard from the Wynn, where they're apparently the best. We're like
from where?
The Wynn Hotel.
Oh,
yeah, I've heard.
Have you been to Vegas? Once?
No, we did. I remember I hung out with you.
Yeah, I do.
City of Sin.
Vegas, it's bad. I do like gambling. My dad was a big poker player, but Vegas is the best for buffets and food. Like you just go for $80 buffet and you just hang out in there for about an hour and a half.
To see the worst of like human nature, I think Vegas is the place to go. We see some sad shit. I was gonna say so. For us, tune in. We are taking over the podcast game because that's what I was gonna say. I am a cocky motherfucker. I'm willing to say that. I'm just being open and honest. That I need to be entertained, like it's kind of like Gladiator.
Are you not entertained?
Well, listen to podcasts.
Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah, Marcus Aurelius, bro. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not entertained by this podcast. Not that you need to be, or it's not thought-provoking enough. So there's only a few select ones that I do listen to. And so the idea with this, I guess we'll categorize it technically when we start, maybe as a fitness podcast. Not, guys, what we talk about, but the actual category on iTunes or whatever. But we're here to take over, and we're here to expand well beyond the realm of fitness.
We do have some kinks to figure out, and we'll get more exact. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram and things to get updates. But for now, we're going to guarantee one episode a week. Hopefully, we're going to get into a few more, a little bit. Our longer formats, we're aiming for about an hour and 45, depending on our long formats. But we might have
some shit or enjoy yourself, boy. It's going to be a while.
We might have some snippets in between. That is the goal. So stay tuned. And let's crush 2018, my friends.
Onward and upwards. I'm going to give a final line, a quote from the one and only Viv Savage from This Is Spinal Tap.
Hit him.
The goal is to have a good time all the time.
Bye.
Bye.
Leave a review, comment. We'll catch you in the next one, fam. Appreciate you.
Retweet.
repost and share and double
Like
tap.
for like, share for share. You want
actually,
to collab?
So I thought about making us just dropping off my life.
Talk some shit. Dropping off your life? You mean dropping off of social media and creating a new life?
Creating a new company and just disappearing. And what I would create is a social media marketing company where people could come to me and guess the name. It's so good.
You're serious? Okay.
So
go.
Podcasts are the worst because I
wanted to call our podcast the world's worst podcast,
but it's
that
stolen.
shit was already taken.
And then I want to do Guys We Fucked, but somebody took that as well. And then I was like Joe Rogan Experience, but that one's taken too.
All right.
But I let out so many of my genius ideas when we're podcasting because we're just flowing, and so people could take it, and just send me a check in the mail, fam.
Yeah.
Double tap.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really good,
cool.
right? That's
good.
fucking like,
That's good.
and it's kind of like, well, and then it's like, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.